Hello, my dear Virgos. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome to your April 2023 monthly predictions. I hope you're all doing well. We had a new moon in Aries on the 21st of March, and I've done a reading for that. And if you haven't watched it, I'll put a link to the same in the description box below. It's worth your while because it's a wonderful time for you to manifest things. So maybe that video can help you. Again, we're going to have an eclipse on the 20th of April. I'll do a reading for that later on. All right, but for now, let's look at the overarching energy for the month. And you get new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Now, being ruled by Mercury, both you as well as Geminis, this is something that is being stressed on. This is something which comes very naturally to you also. You know, you're very good communicator. It comes naturally to you. So there's something regarding communication for you. Maybe for some of you, you need to go and let your voice be heard. If you've not been speaking up, or if you've, been thinking about having your own podcast or something like that, then this is the right time. You have a lot to say and you communicate effectively, so it may help a lot of people. Now we're going to be using the Good Tarot this month, and we're going to take out 4 cards, one for your general outlook, and you get the 9 of Earth or the 9 of Pentacles. For your love, romance and relationships, you get the Page of Air or the Page of Swords. For your career and finances, you get the 4 of Earth or the 4 of Pentacles. And for your spiritual growth, you get the 9 of Fire or the 9 of Wands. Alright, we're going to further amplify and clarify these with these cards here. For your overarching energy, we're going to take a card from the old style Lenormand deck. And we get 4, the house. Again, 4 could be significant. You have a 4 here and you have a 4 here. And we're going to take out 2 cards from the tea leaf fortune telling cards to further amplify and or clarify your general outlook. My eyes are closed and I'm shuffling your cards. I've got 1 in my hand and now 3. You get chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. And you get shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And somehow looking at this card here, I feel you're already aware of that and you've taken steps for it. Let's see. For your love, romance and relationships, we're going to take out the Romance Angels. And you get worth waiting for. This is the 3rd person who's got this. I mean, 3rd zodiac sign that's got this. For your career and finances, you get fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion and positive transformation. Someone else got this card. Was it Cancerians? I don't know. And we're going to take out 1 card from the Soul's Journey Oracle to further amplify and or clarify your spiritual journey. And you get guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul growth. Yes, guilt is a bad place to be in. It's not a place for anyone to be in. Now, this is as far as your basic reading is concerned, my dear Leos. Sorry, it's Virgos. And I will dive deep here before I take out any additional cards. So to begin with, as I said, communication is key. This is the overarching energy. So wherever it is you find that you're going through difficult energies with people, you need to communicate more effectively. All right, there's a lot of time when Virgos don't really communicate, though they are ruled by Mercury and they are very effective communicators and orators. When they need to communicate the most, they don't really speak. There are times wherein, or they can, come across as very critical because they are so critical about their own self that they use the same thing to basically improve upon another person's life, but sometimes the other person is not ready to hear what you have to say. All right, and instead of having this taking on a more aggressive way of saying that it's their loss, I can't help it, if you make your communication more effective, you will find that the other person actually takes it from you. For example, I'm just giving you an example of my own self, If someone tells me something in a condescending fashion or in a fashion wherein you should do it and this is the only way it's supposed to be done, even if it is for my benefit, I will not do it that way. Because which is also not a great trait, I do admit. But the fact is that communication can do a lot of things. If you want something to work in your favor, you need to be, first of all, respectful to the person you're giving this, you're communicating with. And that person can be someone who is senior to you, someone who's junior to you, be it in age, be it in status, be it in, it could be your child, it could be your father, it could be anyone. But you have to give them that respect of being an equal. Don't put anyone on a pedestal, but don't look down upon anyone either. And communicate effectively. Know the other person's personality. If you know a person is triggered by a particular way that you speak, try and change that. All right? There is nothing that communication cannot clear. All right, but you need to learn how to communicate effectively, and I feel this is going to be applicable in your familial relationships or yes, and it also could be with your spouse, but it could be either with your parents, your siblings, your spouse, your children, but it's got to do with home and not so much at work. All right, and 4 is the number of stability, so your communication can help keep that unit together, can make the things move forward beautifully while not taking away from you or from anyone else. All right. For your general outlook, you get the 9 of Pentacles. You are in this position wherein you are financially independent. Things are going great for you as far as your work is concerned. You see your worth. But more than anything, I also feel you have a certain sort of detachment from everything. All right. So this is the energy that you're in. With chair filled, you get someone new is entering your life. So for those of you who are single here, this could even be romantic. For others of you, it could be in other areas of your life. But someone new is entering your life. Could be a friend, could be a teacher, could be anyone. All right. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Now again, if this is someone who's a complete stranger and if you have an off kind of feeling, then don't enter any sort of agreement, especially where cash is involved with this person. There could be a loss of material wealth. So basically, if someone's asking you to invest somewhere, unless you're completely thorough, just don't go by trust because you just feel a vibe with a person. All right. So I'm just putting this out there, though I don't see anything else like that. But now that it's come out, this is something for you to know. All right. For love, romance, and relationships, you get the Page of Air. For those of you who are single, this person could be an Aquarius that piques your interest. For others of you, and for singles, some of you who've had a breakup, if you are spending time trying and stalking your ex, it's not going to really help, and there's a possibility that they know that you're doing that, and there's a possibility that they're doing that back. All right, but this will only help you stay stuck. What I feel is, for most of you singles, you are going to find someone, possibly an Aquarius, in a place wherein you are going to learn something and learn something new. All right, so this is where you could possibly meet this person. This could be also at an outdoor place. For those of you who are in partnerships at different stages, including in a marriage, with this page of air here, I just feel for those of you unmarried who have children, who in marriages who have children, you may possibly be more involved in your children at this time. For others of you, maybe you are putting in effort for your own personal growth, all right, and you're working towards leveling up in some way, all right. With this worth waiting for card, divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel for all of you right now, the focus is not going to be so much on love at this time, but on yourself and leveling yourself up, so that you and your partner both can grow together. And if it requires a lot of waiting before a union is to happen, for those who are not in a relationship, or if those of you are waiting to take the relationship to the next level, then maybe you first need to level up and come on the same page, before this actually happens, and it will be worth it. And for those of you who are already married and who are working on themselves because they feel that one person is, say, progressing and the other person is left behind, then it's worth taking the time and effort to work on yourself, your needs, your happiness, so that you can come and take your relationship forward. Because unless you are happy, chances are making the other person happy is not going to happen very easily. All right, for your career and finances, you get the 4 of Earth. You're holding on to what you have. You're not being very adventurous, but you're holding on to what you have and you're doing well. But during this time, again, you'll get a lot of creative ideas. There's going to be some sort of new ideas that you get, but because of this card here, I feel that you need to research before you put before investing into anything. You need to research on it, but you will have a lot of creative ideas and you will have this urge to move forward. But otherwise, it's just going to be stable. With the number 4 here, I feel that your career and finances are at a stable place. Even if there's no sudden growth, it's stable. For your spiritual growth, you have the 9 of Wands and guilt. If you've been carrying guilt, my dear Virgos, I think you've been carrying it for a very long time, and it's time for you to transform that into lessons. Learn it and let the guilt go. It is a very strong and clear message that's coming. If you look at this beautiful card here, it's unlike the usual card of a wounded warrior. She's finally realized that she's reached the brink of transformation, and there's this stardust, it's changing into dragonflies and just flying off. It's time for you to give up guilt. Guilt does not help your soul grow. Guilt doesn't help anything. If you recognize you've done something wrong, learn the lessons from it. Try to make amends wherever you can, and then let it go. Holding yourself in this energy will get you nowhere. Everyone makes mistakes. We're here to make mistakes. Don't help. And if there is someone who has an upper hand on you because you feel guilty, just let that guilt go. Don't let anyone hold you guilty for anything. You've taken responsibility for something and you don't repeat it again, and that's it. You move on. All right, you just take the lesson and then you move on. Guilt is not good for anyone. You don't make anyone else feel guilty, and you don't feel guilty yourself. That's it. Now I'm going to take out one advice card for you from the archetype, Wild Unknown archetype card. And let's see what comes through, my dear Virgos. And you get the River. Again, Cancerians got this. I think they got this as well. A lot, and this. So a lot of similarities with the Cancerian reading, though theirs was a far more upbeat one. Basically, this says go with the flow, all right? And be in touch with your emotions and feel your entire range of emotions, all right? You will get clarity when you go with the flow. Things will start showing up for you. I'm going to take out one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle as well. And you get this Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Yes, things will start, you know, you will get answers that you've been looking for, whichever area it is in your life. Things are going to work out beautifully, but you need to communicate effectively, my dear Virgos. Everything else is looking great for you, but you need to communicate, that's one, and you need to get rid of any sort of guilt. The number 58 or the number 8 could be significant, as well as the number 4. All right, now I'm going to see where is it that you're going to see maximum changes during this month of April, my dear Virgos, and you get love. All right, so there is going to be some change here as far as your love is concerned. There is someone that you've been waiting for, that you've been eyeing, possibly, who's coming into your life, and there's going to be some sort of change in your love situation. If there's any time specific question on your mind, you can think about it now, and it is going to, you get 2 cards, I'll take both. November and December, anytime between now and November or December, this thing could come to you. All right. And if there is any specific question on your mind for which you're looking for some clarity, some answer, some sign, the angels are getting ready to give you an answer. And my Joey is getting impatient for his lunch, so this is going to be my last reading before I take a break. And the angels are ready, and your answer is wait. And I have a feeling this has got to do with some sort of investment. So my dear Leos, if there is someone whom you hit it off really well, someone new who's come into your life, and they talk about this venture, they're not here to swindle you perhaps, but whatever this venture is, research and wait before you make invest in this particular thing, because there are chances that you will lose out monetarily. All right, this is not for everyone. Apply to your situation, but if there is something like this, exercise caution. All right, and if it is any other question, wait just means that not just now, maybe later. All right. So that is all I have for you, my dear Virgos. Have a wonderful, wonderful April. Remember to communicate clearly. You're blessed with the gift of the gap, so use it carefully and take care. And if you have any sort of guilty or guilt, and if someone is trying to hold you guilty for something, just let it go. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and let it go. Just learn the lessons and let this energy of guilt go. All right, you are beautiful the way you are. You are a wonderful person, and we all have a light and dark shade. We all make mistakes. That's how we grow. So don't beat yourself up because of it. All right, and communication is the key to your success, the key to harmony. All right, so that's all I have for you, my dear Virgos. Wishing you all the very best. See you at the end of the month with your May predictions. Till then, take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.